Hi, welcome to the new year, 2025 Fantasy Football Lab. The season's over for fantasy football, but there's still real football going on. NFL playoffs round one. So I want to talk a little bit. Got my special guest with me today, Gianna. Hi, Gianna. You say hi?
Hi.
Hi. All right, she's here. All right, I want to talk a little bit about some coaching vacancies coming up. For some reason, Giants still got Dable, still got the GM. So what we're looking for, I don't know, pick number 3, we're thinking quarterback. So maybe Sanders is gone and maybe Cam Ward is gone. I think they could trade down and look at, here's a pick, here's a prospect, Jalen Milroe. So Alabama, I think he's a better version of AR-15, stronger, faster version of Jalen Hurts. Remember, Jalen Hurts had some accuracy issues in college too. So I think he can be. I think he could be a diamond in the rough right here. Jalen Milroe, Alabama. That's who I'd like the Giants to take. Sanders and Ward seem to be more pocket. Ward can run a little bit. I don't think he's going to be quick to throw the ball. Neither is Sanders quick to throw the ball. So Giants' offensive line is usually terrible. And then, the defenses on the NFC East, a lot of pass rushers. So I think they need a dynamic running quarterback like a Milroe. I think he would be excellent for the Giants. So the Jags fired Peterson Sunday. Mayo's going from the Patriots. Vacancies in the Saints, Jets, Bears. Just my thoughts on that. With the Peterson on the Jags, I think they're going to look for an offensive coordinator or maybe even a college coach, but probably not the college coach actually, because they went with Urban Meyer, and that was a complete failure. So they're going to look offensive side, someone to help with Trevor Lawrence, just like they thought Peterson was going to do, but he didn't in the 3 years that he was there. Also with Gerard Mayo, hopefully the Patriots get away from Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick's North Carolina can't get him back again. So they pretty much drafted, well, they didn't draft, they hired Mayo to do like a Bill Belichick run again. Maybe Bill Belichick's old and, here's a newer version. It was the same thing. Bad results, same thing, defensive guy. So it seems to me that they're going to switch. They're going to switch, go from on and off and go a totally different direction. Not Vrabel. I know they're going to ask to interview Ben Johnson, Detroit offensive coordinator, the number 1 candidate for a head coaching job. Didn't want any jobs last year. Interesting if he'd be interested in the Patriots. Probably not the Jets, right? The Bears could be interesting for Ben Johnson, even though it's the same division as the Lions. The Raiders could be interesting. The Saints could be interesting for Ben Johnson, but I think he stays on the Lions. So now let's talk a little bit about the Jets. Are they going to continue with A-Rod? I don't think they do. Who could be the next coach for them? They're saying Rex Ryan a little bit. He's getting interviewed, which is Rex Ryan 2.0, defensive coach, depending who their offensive coaches would be and offensive coordinators. That could be interesting, but I'm not sure about that. One guy that I think would be interesting would be the Bills' Joe Brady. He's worked with Burrow. He was Panthers offensive coordinator before he got on the Bills. So he's worked with a couple of decent quarterbacks. Josh Allen, obviously, with the Bills, and Joe Burrow. So he knows a little bit about quarterback and draft a quarterback. Jets, don't know who, maybe trade up. I have no idea. But I think they need to get younger at quarterback. Let's see what they do. With the Bears, honestly, I'm thinking somebody like Cliff Kingsbury or maybe Kellen Moore from the Eagles. What are you doing? Todd Monken on the Ravens, just some offensive coordinators to keep an eye on. Bears are probably going to go offensive side, offensive coordinator, young up and coming guy. That's what I think. I think Ben Johnson would be good for that Bears job, but I don't think he's going to take it. Bears have too many holes on the offensive line, you would think. But mostly it's the problem is that Caleb Williams holds on to the ball way too long. He likes to do too many scramble drills. You got to get rid of the football in the NFL. So it'll be interesting to see who the Bears pick up as their coach. I think it's going to be offensive. Also, some other one to think about. Hopefully, they let go of Mike McCarthy on the Cowboys. Have no idea what side they would go on, but honestly, for them, I think some guy with some order, some guy that can get them organized. Mike Vrabel, Cowboys. I think that actually would be really good. But we'll see what the Cowboys do. They don't have to fire McCarthy. His contract ends, so they just, don't extend them. So that's my little gist on the coach carousel on Black Monday. Up. Almost had a little glitch here. So let's look Bills Broncos 7.5 Bills. I like that. Like the Bills in a rout. I think the Bills are definitely one of those 3-4 teams. Super Bowl or bust. I see them going far. So against the Broncos, defense comes to play. They're going to pressure Knicks a lot. In terms of offense, Josh Allen is just MVP, right? He's going to do everything. He's going to pass the ball. He's going to throw the ball. He's going to catch the ball. He's going to literally do everything. Bills in a rout. Ravens Steelers, it's at 8.5. I like this game for the Steelers being a closer game. Ravens do pull away in this game, something like 24-21. Russell Wilson will help them get some points on the board. It just won't be enough. Ravens defense last 7 games is improved. It's something like allowing 15 points a game or something like that. So it improved from the beginning of the year where the secondary was abysmal. The defense is clamped down. That's bad for the Steelers. Ravens all the way, one of those other teams that could go far. But I think if anybody beats the Chiefs, it's going to be the Bills. If Ravens play the Chiefs, it's the Chiefs for the next couple rounds. Texans, Chargers. It says Chargers 2.5. I'll take that. I think Chargers win handily. Texans are on a decline. Sophomore slump from Stroud. Chargers are on the rise. Herbert does get a playoff win. Oh, my God, finally for him, right? Running game is going to be tough. Defense is going to play hard. They're playing really hard with defensive coordinator. I think it's Minter. He's also a potential candidate for a head coaching job. Also, former Michigan defensive coordinator. He came with Harbaugh. Like the Chargers. Eagles, Packers. Packers are on the decline. Eagles are steady. Eagles -4. Eagles at 4, like them. Love has been on and off, but mostly off a little bit. I don't think they get it going against the Eagles. The Eagles, defense, one of the best in the league now. Secondary is good with all their young, new secondary players. So this one seems pretty easy to me. Hurts has been out 2 games with the concussion. So I think this is the week that they just all get back and they clamp down and just tear up the Packers. Bucks, Commanders. This could be the most interesting game. This, to me, is a game for a daily to pick a lot of players. I think this is a high-scoring game. I think this is the highest-scoring game of the week slate. I like the Bucks here. Baker's hot, obviously, had a great year. Mike Evans, and now creeping out is also I forgot the name, McMillan. McMillan's had the last nice end of the season, last 5 games, pretty much after Godwin. McMillan has stepped up. On the Commander side, McLaurin, the running game, Jaden Jaden superstar, Jaden Daniels, rookie of the year probably, right? Between him and Neighbors. I think he has a good game, good offensive game, but it's just not enough. Bucks pull away. High scoring game. I think this game's in the 30s. Rams Vikings. Vikings at 2.5. I like the Rams in this game for the upset. Vikings lost to the Lions, so now they're going to be 5. So it's 4 seed against the 5 seed. I like it's at Rams. They just don't look for Justin Jefferson enough. I just don't think they feed him enough, and they won't be feeding him. Darnold's had a really good, nice year. Probably be with them next year. Probably just get out himself a Baker Mayfield type contract. But regardless, they lose. Vikings never do good in the playoffs. I like the Rams here. I like Puka. I like Cooper Kupp. I like the receivers. Stafford comes to play in the playoffs. So I like the Rams, something like 28-21. We're glitching a little bit today. Wonder how this recording is going to come out. We're on and out, in and out, in the garage, in the fantasy football lab. Looking forward, guys, to doing some graphics and showing you guys some more stats upcoming in my next episodes. But for now, just wanted to talk a little bit about the coaching carousel, Black Monday, and this week's matchups in the playoffs. Stay safe out there. It's snowing today. Stay warm. Fantasy Football Lab, January 2025 edition over now. God bless. Can you say bye?